Hello and happy Valentine's Day. I know it's early Valentine's Day, but I'm posting this now so you have time to get all the ingredients and test out this drink. I'm torn on the name for this one. Initially I was thinking Death by Chocolate Ghidorah, but also Death Ghidorah by Chocolate could work. I don't know which one is better. Let me know in the comments. For this drink, you'll need a blender, chocolate ice cream, a dark chocolate liqueur, bourbon, red wine, and some red food coloring if you'd like. You'll start with 3 scoops of your chocolate ice cream of choice. I recommend something that doesn't have any chips or other chunks in it. Additionally, if you set your ice cream out while you're setting up your blender and everything else, it'll start to melt, which helps the blending process so much. Now it's 3 scoops, not just because that's the perfect ratio for this drink, but also because we've got 3 heads on this kaiju. Along with that, we have 3 different types of alcohol going into the drink as well. Add in 1 part bourbon. I know most people measure in ounces, but I'm using shot glasses, which is like 1 1/4 ounces. Then add 2 parts of your red wine of choice. I'm not specifying here like a cab or a red blend. I've used a few different ones when making these, and they all seem to taste great. Then add in your dark chocolate cream liqueur. I recommend adding this one after the bourbon and the red wine, as those 2 previous liquids will help coat the shot glass and make this easier to pour out. Then, of course, blend it all up until it's nice and smooth, no ice cream chunks. And if you're going for aesthetics, add some red food coloring to better match the figure or, the general Valentine's vibe. Then serve it up. There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers. Now, originally, this drink was designed to be shared, but you know what? There's absolutely no shame in enjoying the whole thing yourself. Cheers! Now, I know that there are plenty of other Death Ghidorah figures out there. There's that Madball thing, there's like little chibi ones like this, and a couple other little Bondi things here and there. But for a somewhat obscure kaiju, it's nice to know that there are options out there. So let's take a look at these in size order from smallest to largest. This smallest one here came from Bondi's Monster Island minifigure set that came out in 1998. This one is cast in a translucent teal rubber. I love it so much. This sculpt features it standing on all 4s with its wings down. Next up we have this light blue one from Bondi's Monster Museum that came out in 1997. I also have an unboxing of that entire set. I'm not sure which one is going to post first, but when it does there will be a link right up at the top if you want to see the rest of the set. This came in multiple pieces with the wings and front feet needing to be assembled. The Monster Museum set came in 2 separate boxes, so if you wanted to get the Mothra Leo to go along with your Death Ghidorah, you'd have to get both. This next one was one of 7 figures released in the Godzilla High Grade 3 set. This set was released in conjunction with Rebirth of Mothra 2, but does not feature DesGhidorah at all. Since this one came enclosed in a capsule, it was split up into 4 parts and also needed some assembly. This set also came with a Mothra Leo. Great figure, but the scaling is way off. This next one, which might be my favorite of the bunch, also features the back legs in that flying pose. This one came from Bondi's Super Real Mothra set. It came boxed, paired with a Mothra larva that I unfortunately do not have. This figure also came in multiple pieces with the heads, wings, and front legs needing to be assembled. This exact same figure was re-released in the Perfect Mothra set 2 years later, which is nearly identical except that the re-release does not have the silver paint on the wings. So here's that Super Real Mothra, definitely smaller than the high grade. Now this next one is the only one from this set not made by Bondi, but I figured I should include it. This one is made by Yutaka, came out in 1996, and is cast in a hollow soft vinyl. The main figure is this kind of deep olive color, and is the only one to feature gold paint on the chest and necks. This set also came with an adult Mothra and a Mothra larva, but I think that Mothra is way too big and also not a very good looking figure. I found that the Bondi Little Buddy blind bag Mothra is a much better scale. And now the main event, the Bandai Vinyl. This one came in a box, but good luck tracking that down. Outside of the box, like this one, you could easily find it for about $100. This one also needed some assembly with the tail and wings needing to be popped in. The entire figure is molded in a hollow soft vinyl except for the wings, which are solid. Most of the ones you'll find out there have the wings almost flat, straight across. This one was stored mostly in the box, so the wings stick up pretty straight. This big guy features at least 6 points of articulation. You have both front legs, both back legs, and both wings. Now I say at least 6 because you can kind of articulate the tail, but mine likes to pop out when you do that. Additionally, while the heads are separate pieces, they seem to be permanently glued in on mine. I don't know if that's due to the previous owner or if they came that way. Bondi also put out a pretty large Mothra Leo figure, which came boxed but was also way out of scale. So I found that the next best thing was to paint up one of the Bondi Rainbow Mothra figures. So after making this video and getting a closer look at these figures, I realized that I like this character design more than I thought, so now I gotta track down those other figures. So I'm wishing us all good luck on our hunts and reminding you to please drink responsibly.